Open session. Roll call, please.
Mayor Barnes,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Carter,
Here.
Councilmember Orr, Councilmember Wilson,
Here.
Councilmember Woodall. Here.
Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And there is nothing to report out of closed session. Public presentations. This is the time for persons who wish to address the council on any matter not on this agenda and over which the council has jurisdiction. As such, a dialogue with the council or staff is not allowed under the Ralph L. Brown Act. Items requiring council actions not listed on this agenda may be placed on the next regular agenda consideration if the council directs, unless a finding is made by at least 2/3 of the council that the item came up after the agenda was posted and is of an urgency nature requiring immediate action. Please limit comments to a maximum of 3 minutes. Is there anyone from the public that would like to make any comments? Yeah. Did you come to the one and two? Right. Can you come to the podium if you like and introduce yourself. Welcome. Thank you for coming. You're welcome.
I am Suzanne Bernice Statter Campbell, and I live at 65 Davis Street. But didn't work out, and so it's up for sale. I need to know, do you need permit to put fresh windows in? Okay, so the permit. Thank you. I have a community issue, if I may continue in this time, please. I'm right, house and a half away from Dollar General, and another 3 houses from Chevron. There's a lot of trash right in this vicinity because there are no receptacles at the school crossing on both sides, whether you're coming from the south or the north. So I'm requesting the consideration for trash receptacles to be placed in that area. Okay, that's all.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Is that something we need to agendize, city manager, or is that something that you recognize?
Yeah, it would be appropriate to agendize that request if the council wants to take action on it. I would just quickly say, without getting into any further detail, that the public bins are part of the solid waste franchise agreement. We're only allowed to add a certain number to that under the contract. And then we just added 3 new containers, and I believe we're just currently maxed out for the Eel River Trail and the dog park.
Thank you. So that means one thing that we agendize the next year agreement.
You can, if you wanted to agendize it next meeting,
No, I just meant for.
we'd be happy to do it, because I can also clarify with our solid waste franchise agreement whether enough time has passed since then as to whether they can sneak it and get another one in there. Because one of them was did not include a recycling bin, so maybe there's room for at least 1 garbage.
Well, is that something the council wants to review? We will agendize that for the next meeting.
Good.
Or when we are discussing solid waste, that could be an appropriate time too.
I'd like to see it on the next one. That way we get to it.
Right.
It doesn't slip our opportunity.
Okay. I'm not doing this. Right, okay, and we will close with any hand raised, any emails? Yep. And we will move on to the next item, consent calendar. Is there anyone who would like to remove? Is there a council member who would like to remove an item from the consent calendar?
Let me look back.
Do it.
No, it's,
Is there any hands raised or anyone member of the public that would like anything removed from the consent calendar? Then I would ask for motion to approve the consent calendar. So we have a motion. Is there a second? Second. We have a motion and a second. Please vote. Motion carries 4-0. City manager and staff updates, page 29 in our packet. City manager.
Thank you, Mayor Dorrance and members of the council. So the city manager did submit a community highlight article for North Edge, which the council may or may not remember. It used to be the Regional Arcata Economic Development Corporation for the upcoming Regional Economic Development Conference occurring in Lake County later this year. Their emphasis is really on recreation and its addition to the economy of the communities where recreational assets are added. In this case, the article focuses really on the Eel River Trail, just a short article, and talking about some of the benefits that the community has seen incidental to the construction of the trail, including just additional patronage of the water, of the riverfront, and businesses in town and that sort of thing, resulting from the trail, publicity related to the trail. Also, staff has submitted an application for the Land and Water Conservation Fund for potential acquisition of the Davis Street Park. I know that process is in some sort of motion at the school district to potentially subdivide and offer that parcel to the city. And we're hoping to hear from around the end of the year related to whether that grant is achieved or not. And looking forward to that. And then also in your packet, additionally handed out to the council is the department's report for this council meeting in just a one-page memorandum from the police department. And so with that, I will go ahead and turn it over to Chief Finney for a special introduction.
Thank you, City Manager. Honorable Mayor and City Council, I'd like to take a moment to introduce Libby Ann Wolf. Recently joined the Rio Dell Police Department as our new community service officer. Libby Ann was born in Fortuna and raised in the rural community of Xenia. She graduated from South Fork High School in 2015. She was active in sports and developed a strong sense of teamwork and responsibility. After high school, she earned her Certified Veterinary Assistant Certificate to the Butte County ROP program. Before joining us in Rio Dell, Libby Ann worked for the city of Fortuna as a kennel attendant. That role gave her valuable hands-on experience with animal care, shelter operations, and working directly with the public, all of which have prepared her for the wide-ranging responsibilities of the CSO position. She now lives in the Carlotta area with her husband Tyler and their two sons, Nolan and Layton. In her free time, she enjoys gardening, canning, raising animals, hunting, and spending time on their growing family homestead. We're pleased to welcome Libby Ann to the team, and we're confident she'll be a great asset to both the department and the city of Rio Dell.
Welcome, Libby.
I
Thank you for joining the team.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Yeah, I just wanted to come up here and say how grateful I am to be here, and I'm excited to serve the community. Yeah.
Thank you. I lived a year in Xenia off your head.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, right at the Mud Creek. Used to be the Sand Gate.
Yep.
Yeah, I lived there for a year. It was really cool.
Okay.
I love Xenia.
It's super pretty up there. We were just right about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome. Thank you. Are there any questions for staff? Councilmember Wilson?
No, I probably for some city clerk. That was removing the overhead, the iron overhead line in from Northwestern. What was that?
Oh, the encroachment permit? PG&E is just removing the, it's Westford Avenue, right? Yeah, it was just PG&E's doing work to remove a line that wasn't in service anymore.
Okay, because I know they put one in front of my house, they dug it for like a backup line. Yeah, they have put the wire in, but they installed the pole. You know, they told me the guys who were doing it said it was backup to Northwestern over to the flight from there.
PG&E's,
That was just something PG&E was
they're trying to,
anticipating or.
yes, they're gonna go across the river, under the river, excuse me. They haven't got that far yet, so it's still a process.
I still want to price to go across the river. That's one question.
Thank you, Councilmember Woodall. No. Mayor Pro Tem?
No question, it's just that here's.
I just have one question, I know what's in there. What was, did a float go down on Birch or something?
There was a float crash during the parade. It seemed to have been, they used the wrong ball size on the hitch for the float. And there was a couple ladies that were injured on that and went to the hospital, some stitches and concussion.
Oh, okay.
Nothing too serious.
No broken bones.
Good,
Okay.
okay, thank you. Any questions from the public? Any hands raised? Any emails? Okay, then we will close staff report and move on to special call items, public hearing and cost recovery for the abatement of 521st Avenue, page 36 in our packets. City manager.
Thank you. I'll go ahead and turn it over to our CSO, Mary Clark.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. This serves as a public hearing to recover costs for an abatement that was performed at 521st Avenue. The abatement was executed on March 18th and 19th. The total cost was determined to be $8,977.22. I just want to open this up for any comments or a public hearing for any evidence to provide from the property owner and approve the findings of order to recover costs.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Are there any questions? Any questions? No. Are there any? Yes, sir. That one happens, it gets attached to it. Is there any other formality? Constitutes a public hearing. Are there any questions from the public? Any hands raised? Any emails? Then we will close the public meeting. We had no questions, so is there a motion to approve the findings and order confirming counts and assessment for the abatement of 521st Avenue?
So moved.
We have a motion, is there a second? We have a second, motion and second. Motion carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we come to council reports. Councilmember Wilson?
There's no HWA today, I think. Because we don't have the August, this month. And with black oil varsity today and then the one that certain thing, bigger than that, more in August.
If anyone has any questions, they can call Frank and ask them. But Councilmember Woodall?
No, I just wanted to say that Wildwood Days was really nice. Everybody did such a good job, all of our employees, I saw our officers out and about, and it was just nice, the chamber, everybody, it was just a nice Wildwood Days. And that's all, thank you.
Mayor Pro Tem?
Thank you. On the topic of Wildwood Days, I had my mom here for 8 days, and I always like getting an outside perspective on the city of Rio Dell. So I wanted to share with you two the things that she said. Obviously, Julie's flowers. She just went on and on and on about how much that brightens up the town. We told you this 1,000 times, but somebody else came here from a big city and said that was what she noticed. The second thing she said that really touched my heart was, quote, "I love a small town where the city officials dance in the streets with the kids." And I just thought that that was the nicest thing, because it's who we are, you know? We are fun. So anyway, it's just nice to hear positive things from somebody who lives in a big city with lots of money and would rather live here. So there's that. Not a whole lot beyond that. The resource center is hosting a new event called Chalk on the Walk. It's like kind of like pastels on the plaza, but it'll be over on the squiggly sidewalk. That is August 11th through 15th, so it's a date range. It's all ages are welcome. I think you go to the resource center to like reserve your block. Really hoping we can get something like this going, because I think it's a really nice little event. Lastly, it's just something I'm going to ask about for the next agenda. Most of you already know this, but we have a local teenage girl who is interested in doing smallish art projects around town. The only thing the city really owns is a utility box way on the side of town. It's not the one in front of Proper Wellness. It's in front of the apartments, kind of tucked back in a corner there, just before you go on the bridge. I think it would be a good learning experience for her to maybe come in and make a formal presentation to the council about what she would like to do. And I'm wondering if that would be something we could add to the next agenda.
Sure, they're on it. That's fine with me.
All right.
That doesn't seem like a good
With
presentation.
very clear about the formality
Yes,
required
okay.
and trying to teach her how to.
Yes, that's me.
I love that she wants to be involved in community and is willing to jump through government hoops, but she needs to learn what those hoops are and how to negotiate them. So it's a learning experience for her, and I'm happy to provide her with said learning experience.
Okay, and I just, want to jump on the bandwagon for Wildwood Days. Thanks, staff. Thank you, guys. You were all out there. We appreciate it. And I just also want to just thank Randy, because I saw firsthand what he and Public Works do when something goes wrong. There was a pipe that burst over on Berkeley on Sunday night, and it was dark. And Randy was in that hole. I mean, the water, I have video, the water was above the roof. And he was in there, and it was in his face. He was soaking wet, and he stuck with it until he got it under control. And then, instead of just leaving them with no water, he figured out a way to get them water so that they can have water overnight in case they need to take a shower. And then they came back first thing Monday morning and fixed it. And I just wanted to acknowledge that and tell you it's appreciated. And, you know, man, that was rough. If you saw the video, it was rough. It was. So thank you, and thank you to Public Works. All right. And that's all I have. And so is there a motion to adjourn?
So,
Second. All right.
oh wait,
Was there a public part on Wildwood Days? I would like to congratulate all of you on Wildwood Days from someone from Florida who has festivals all the time. And this was so special. And I've been to them before. I'm really glad I got to experience this one. Some shops said that the showing was much lower because they were thinking it was the economy. So, well, I just wanted to add to a congratulations. Hey,
All right, we'll pass it on to the fire group too.
and Julie's Fowler's.
All right, we have a motion and a second to adjourn. So adjourned until August 19th at 6:00. Yeah, thank you. I'll skip.